It's the Duffin Up Podcast.
What is going on, Duff Daddies and Duff Mamas? It is Wednesday, November 23rd, and boy, am I thankful for one thing. I am thankful for the Duffin Up Podcast. This week, Thanksgiving week, we are here. We are joined by the Irish Chooch himself, Timmy O'Reilly. Timmy, how are you doing this week?
Brendan, love the intro. I mean, it is a week to be thankful. 100% thankful for this Duffin Up Podcast. I mean, I think we're on episode 75, something
76.
like that.
75 was last
76?
week. We didn't even make a big deal out of it. I kind of felt bad.
Wow. So definitely thankful we've been this far. We haven't wanted to kill each other. I'm sure Brendan wants to kill us because of all the stuff that he tries to plan around us. But my God, I'm thankful to be here. Thankful for golf. This is, life doesn't stink. Life doesn't stink. So let's get on with this pod. I'm happy to talk with you fellas about golf and what else we got going on.
Speaking of which, we also have on, I got to think of one. So we have the one, the only for Mike, even though Mike Adams is one of the most common names in the United States of America. We've got the Irish Chooch himself for Timmy O'Reilly. Got to think of one for Bry Guy. What do we want? The caboose that hits the ball a mile? What do we want?
I do not want to be called a caboose in any way, shape, or form.
He's got a huge caboose.
Cleanup hitter sounds a little better. Batting fourth, I guess.
I like it. We got our cleanup hit. Well, you're batting third this week, but we got the cleanup hitter. I like it.
I don't like to be associated with caboose. Just decided. But I know what you meant.
Breaking news, everyone. Brian is out on cabooses.
Yeah,
No
right.
cabooses.
Never, ever. When he's at the train, he is up at the front, everyone. He is all the way. He is sitting right next to the conductor. He is up there. No cabooses for Brian.
No, he's got a caboose. He's been a catcher ever since the kid. He's got a dump truck sitting there on his little chair over there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that caboose.
Yeah, I mean, people used to think I played hockey because of the size of my calves, and not my calves, my quads. But I was like, nope, just a catcher. Not that cool. But boy, for what it helped me with the leg formation, surely hurt me in the knee department. Thank God I had those knee savers for my catcher's gear back in the day. I probably joined that on halfway through because that's when it was invented for the knee savers. But after the fact, I think the damage was done and my knees are shot.
Can you
Those
imagine?
things were monumental, those things, when those came out. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Can
If
you
you had
imagine
those-
like kids now, like if they didn't have the knees? Like I swear, like I caught for 2 years in Little League, and like that helped my knees grow at least 5 years older than I actually was. Then combined with football and hockey and lacrosse,
Yeah.
I'm like, the knees are just donezo, baby.
I mean, you
They're just
done.
hear stories like Jason Baratek talks about all the time, how almost every day it hurts him to get out of bed. Like he just can't. I mean, he was catching for a long career and longer than the MLB too, obviously.
Yeah.
Growing
to
up.
be
so-
fair, he has enough money where he could just replace his entire knee, and I really think he should probably do that. But
Yeah, but I mean, I won't have that money. that amount of money down the road. So thank God halfway through the knee savers came in. And not that it's affected my golf game at all. Speaking of, back to it.
I'm still thinking, Brian. I'm thinking rounding up in the cleanup spot. We got Brian O'Reilly. How's that sound?
That can work.
All right. We'll work. We'll spitball. We'll spitball afterwards. But yes, back to the point of this podcast, which is golf. Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. Unfortunate that our guest was not able to make it, but it is a busy time of the year. We got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of days, end of year stuff with holidays and you name it. So totally not too big of a shocker. I mean, we left it open, very flexible, because thankfully we can have a podcast without a guest, and we have a great time doing it. So no harm, no foul. We will get that guest back on shortly down the road, and I look forward to that. That'll be a good one too.
We 100% can have podcasts without guests. We can talk about all of our aches and pains and our knees, and this would just be magical. But we are in the holiday spirit, gentlemen. And with this, all of us have been playing a lot of golf, or not a lot of golf. It's winter time, so none of us have been playing that much golf. But we do have in holiday cheer for Thanksgiving, we have a couple areas where we just kind of want to say, hey, what about golf are we thankful for? And we got a couple of other places to go with it as well. So first question in Thanksgiving spirit, Bry Guy, what are you most thankful for out on the golf course?
On the golf course. See, this is a great topic. I love it. Thanksgiving, just as a precursor, is my absolute favorite holiday. I mean, it's a day where you don't need to bring anybody any gifts. You don't need to think about any of that prior to. The only thing you think about is football and food. More importantly, food on my end. I just love eating, and then that's it. But what am I thankful for on the golf course? I am thankful just for the ability to be able to get out there as much as I want to, flexibility wise with work, and just financially, I'm able to afford so many rounds, whether good or bad. It's just great. It's a sport that I love and have fallen obsessed with and addicted to, and I'm glad to be able to play it when I'm able to. And being surrounded by the people that I play with, because my network is pretty large, both family and friends for the golf game. So I'm thankful for all of that. I don't know if that answered the question or if it was more than you wanted to know.
No, I love that. I absolutely love that answer. Timbo, we'll go over to you. What are you most thankful for?
Oh, just the game and golf in general. It excites me. It is something that has not only helped me just personally, but like mentally. And I mean, it's an obsession, but it helps me sleep at night. I go to bed, I think of different holes. I think of me playing around a golf. It puts me to bed every single night. I get to, it's put me in a group chat with you guys that just is based around this podcast about golf. My life revolves around golf, which is wild when you don't even think about it. The amount of times the amount of hours I spend just thinking about golf, and it's kept me sane. It's kept me sane. And but golf is just it's a wonderful sport. It's a sport that is humbling. It's a sport that is just, it's exciting, it's sad, you get angry, you cover all the different emotions, but at the end of the day, it's just a game, and you get to go back to stuff that you truly love, which is, if we're lucky like us, we have family and things like that. So it's a little distraction from some hard times in our real lives, and when we get on the golf course, we have some hard times as well. But golf is it's a special game, and that's why there's such a following in golf, both following it on
technical difficulties now. So what I am thankful for, I will go, is number one, I am thankful for hot dogs / tacos at the turn. I am thankful for that 10th hole, baby, when you're coming around and that you can at least get a nice glizzy / taco, or a cold beer, or a cold water for you, Timbo. When you're able to kind of get those drinks, and you're able to, add up your score and realize, I didn't play all that hot, but hey, it's okay. We're good on that side. I am thankful for that. I am thankful for my Cleveland 60-degree wedge. That is something that I am incredibly thankful for, because boy, has that gotten me out of more trouble than probably anything in the world. I mean, if my Cleveland 60-degree wedge was a hostage negotiator, I would get off scot-free every time. Oh, it'd be unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic. And finally, I am thankful for the both of you guys. And I am thankful for Mike, who unfortunately could not make it. I am very thankful that we are able to do this podcast on an almost weekly basis. Sometimes things come here and there where we can't do it. I am very thankful that Tim is currently sitting in an ambulance in order to record this with us because he hates missing the podcast every week. I'm thankful for Brian stepping up when we were looking for our fourth man, and Brian came in and absolutely hit the freaking golf ball with that big old caboose 330 yards
Oh God.
and absolutely crushed it. And he's been, I mean, I shouldn't talk about Brian's caboose because I have a bigger caboose, but again, we're focused on Brian's right now. That's the whole point.
I don't want to be focused on mine at all. What the heck is this all about? Focus on your own caboose.
Oh man. But I am seriously thankful to our 10 to 15. No, I'm kidding on that. I'm thankful to everyone who listens for this. Just so everyone knows, we don't make a dime off this. We will never make a dime off this. We do this secretly. Well, I won't say that part.
Never say never.
You never know. Like we could get a 200,000 download and all of a sudden become Joe fucking Rogan of the golfing world, which would be kind of sick. We could go up against the good boys. We could have a match against the good boys. We'd get our asses kicked.
but anything is possible. Never say never, Bren. Look how far Duffin Up has made it.
That is true.
Since its founding, since your brainchild is put into motion, put in TikTok, it took TikTok by storm, and now the fact that you just returned from a trip with I don't even know how many people were there, but all those were strangers like months ago. And the fact that you were there in Orlando, Florida, you took a plane, you purchased a golf tournament weekend and a golf trip with people that you've never met before because of the networking. So never say never. This will become a profitable endeavor in any way, shape, or form, however we can, whether even if that's just gifts through TikTok Live. This is something that your passion project turned into a monetary earner.
Exactly. No, I will say, and we will definitely get into that on that side, Brian, but I will say, just to finish up, I am very thankful to everyone that listens. I am very thankful to everyone that comes in and watches the YouTube. And I know we got to do a little bit more work on that side. We're getting better at it. My editing skills have gone from absolutely horrendous to piss poor. So we're going to continue to work on that side. And yeah, I think just everything about Duffin Up and everything about you guys coming with me. I remember starting the podcast 3 years ago by myself, sitting in a room talking about PGA Tour stuff and not even having a good time with it. And from that to doing this and having as many guests as we have on and doing all the networking, I think has just been really, really fun. And I am very thankful to everyone that listens, and I'm very thankful to everyone that has come on. And I see nothing but even if we don't take off and we don't become the Joe Rogan of golf podcasting, I will always have these nice Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursday nights with the boys and be able to talk about this stuff. So I talked to one of the guys that I met, shout out E-Rock, Eric, from the golf tournament, who is hopefully going to come on as a guest. He legitimately said, podcasting is therapy for me. And I feel like podcasting is therapy as well, especially when you make TikToks and people start hating you for no reason whatsoever, like happened this week. But it's so great to be able to just sit with you guys and do this. Tim, are you on a run?
Boys, I'll be back, okay?
All right, bye, Tim.
Bye, boys.
See you.
Oh, protecting us as always. Thank you, Timbo. Unbelievable.
Well,
wow.
As just Brendan, I just want to say thank you for all those kind words and those giving of thanks that you just went through. Very appreciative, and we too are thankful for you to even have us. I don't know if Tim's trying to talk or we should mute him. Right.
And he's gone.
And
he's gone.
But yeah, no, it's super thankful. I mean, I definitely we are blessed to have to keep these relationships. I mean, you and Mike have been friends all childhood, and then Tim and I came in, obviously being Mike's cousin, coming in and meeting you early on in life as well. And so
I was
glad
just about
we were
to
able
say, I hope
put
you
this
don't
all
say
together.
meeting you through the podcast. I was like, we've known each
Yeah.
other since we were
Yeah,
like
right.
5.
Yeah. No, if anything, we met at in Vermont. If anything, but no, it's super thankful, and I'm thankful for what the pod has done for us and for you, and just giving us a nice time to talk. Like you said, this can be therapy. It's basically, I mean, you and I, more definitely more than Tim entirely, being his profession, are on Zoom meetings, Microsoft Team meetings, virtual meetings almost every day, all day. But this is obviously one that I look forward to, because it's talking golf. It's talking about that work-life balance, talking about the life part of that work-life balance. So and it's a good vent session. It's therapy. We got to talk about it, because I play golf alone all the time, and I don't have many people. I have plenty of people to report it to, but I don't. And so it's good to hear, to hash it out and report it back to you if something happens that I wanted to talk about on the golf course that day.
Well,
But yeah,
100%. I love that, man. I love that. Also, I will say, so one of the guys I met down in Florida, Gene, shout out Gene. He does iRange Sports.
ooh,
This was purchased.
you bought that?
This is not no, hashtag yes free ads. But yeah, he hooked us up. He hooked me up with he got me expedited delivery, which was really nice, so I could use it this weekend with the fam to play down here. So that was really cool.
How come who are the lucky people that got those for free at the invitational? What was that? Is that the thousands, double digit thousands of followers,
the guys who own it. But yeah, no, he hooked me up, so I was really happy with that. And then but yeah, so the week before Florida, because we've been doing podcasts here and there, but haven't even gotten to talk about this, I played golf at Montgomery Hills Golf Club, Montgomery Hills Golf Club in Dubai. And It was I mean, Dubai is an interesting place. The golf was amazing. I absolutely loved it there. I cannot wait to go back. I really want to go back as soon as I can. But what an absolute gem of a course too. Oh, wow. It was unbelievable. Played from the blues, which were 7,300 yards. And I somehow kept it at, I shot 90. I don't know how I did it. And I had rental clubs.
See, that's the thing. Rental clubs, they really can make or break how any of it goes. I mean, it's like, it sounds so silly, and it's kind of like you play it how it lies, play your game, but it's obviously not the same when you have clubs that you're not used to, the yardages, the shaft, even, or anything. It's all mental. Now,
Exactly.
did you bring like a golf club in preparation at all? Because that's always something that I remember, to bring, like a golf club, a couple balls, and tees.
I brought a golf glove. I brought I brought like one sleeve of balls, but I bought another set. I bought another sleeve. I bought another box while I was there.
Right.
No, it was sick, man. It was so much fun. I played with 2 English guys. So I played with 2 English guys and a South African guy. We all played pretty well. We had a good time with it. It was sick. I learned so much about the UAE, because all of them lived there too. So I learned so much about Dubai from them, and I did all that stuff. I don't know how I shot. So with my rental clubs, I had the Sim 2 driver. So I was like, oh, I lucked out with this. I had Sim 2 woods, and then I had the Sim 2 irons, which were fine. You know, they're more they're a little bit of the thicker cat.
Yeah, I actually had the same exact set when at rental clubs when I was in Utah. Yeah, and those things launch with that cavity back.
They do. They're not. Their 9-iron, their 9-iron is like a 5-iron from 10 years ago. Like, it's not even funny how different the lofts are.
Yeah.
But
did you have a good putter?
No, I had the shittiest putter in the world, and that's what kind of fucked me.
Well, if I was gonna say, I can't imagine like the selection. Rental clubs in general selection, but for lefties, it sounded like you made out okay, like decent.
I did make out okay. I had to call them and be like, "Hey, can I get a lefty set of rental?" Like, I had to like make sure I had the rental set, and it went okay. I mean, it was a good round. It was an unbelievable course. It was really funny. There was this house that was on the course, and it was on like the 5th hole, the 3rd hole, the 3rd hole that we played, or the 4th hole that we played, which was the 13th, because they put us off the back 9. So it was on the it was on the 13th hole, and the guy from England just points to it. He's like, "Hey, so that house right there," and it was one of the biggest houses I've ever seen in my life. He's like, "That's owned by a Russian oligarch. No one lives there. No one has ever lived there. All that is stored there is all of the artwork that the dude has ever bought." And I was sitting there and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, there's over $30 million of art in that house. And I was like,
and you're like, and now my golf ball is there.
Yeah.
Because of a meat
add it to the list.
that
is a work of art right there. The
priceless. It's a priceless work of art, if you ask me.
That's right. Here comes a chrome soft. Boom.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you should put your name on it. But that's wild. I mean, that's scary.
I've never seen so much money in a single place in my entire life. Like, it's like people were just driving Ferraris down the road. Like, I've never. We're in Massachusetts / Rhode Island. Like, I'm in South Carolina right now. We're at Duffin Up headquarters south in Hilton Head. But like, I can count on my hand the amount of times I've seen like really exotic sports cars in Massachusetts just because they don't make sense, and in Rhode Island because it's not practical.
No,
it's not 6 months of the year you can't drive it.
And the salt from the roads just like absolutely devours the undercarriage of the car.
I saw 30 Ferraris and 50 Lamborghinis.
Oh, I bet.
A day.
Not to stereotype, but a lot of that is oil money.
It was all Emirati. Yeah, it's all Emirati oil money. It was all Emiratis driving them. It was kind of sick. I was like, damn, I can't believe this.
That's pretty cool though.
But I love Dubai. And then I played night golf there. I played at a par 3 course and I played night golf as well. That was fun. That was really sick.
That's really cool. I just in general, both even just a par 3 I want to play under the lights anywhere sometime. Like it just sounds, I mean, I know the reasoning behind it in Dubai is because it gets so hot, people don't even want to golf during the day. And so that makes sense. But I've always wanted that here, even if it's just a course that's just open for the warm months here. I just want to do that because I feel like that would be awesome. One, open up all the tee times. It would give you so many more tee times. And two, I think like these early morning tee times, I mean, I get up for it because it's golf, but I don't like to. I like to sleep in. I like to play. I'm a night owl. I'm definitely up later than earlier. So I tell me about that. Like what are some pros and cons of that, of playing at night golf? I know you only played a par 3, so it's tough. It's a small size, but still.
I mean, it was much cooler. So it was in like the 70s instead of high 90s. So that was nice. It's really cool to like watch your ball. Like, even if you're not playing a glow V, like I wasn't playing glow balls or anything like that. It's really cool to be able to like see your ball in the floodlights. And then also like, you're just playing on a course that is all lit up. You know what I mean? Like, it's sick. So they had another course. They have the Faldo course there too, which is lit up all the time. And I really wanted to try and play there, but they had full tee times. And so I couldn't play there, but I played the par 3 at Dubai Creek, which was sick. I played Montgomery Hills, which was unbelievable. And then I want to go back so bad because there are so many, like they were telling me how, like the guys were telling me how amazing all the golf is there. And I'm like, I am so jealous right now. Like, I wish I lived here, but I don't.
Now you were there. You were there for work.
I was there.
Will you be making return trips? Do you think?
Yeah. So India for work. We were in India for work, and then if we have to go back, probably in like 2 years, I will definitely be making another stop in Dubai. I will 100% be doing that because it was unbelievable.
Maybe ship the clubs.
Yes, I would. I would take them with me. I would definitely take them with me because we have to fly a certain class when we fly, not first class, but we have to fly like an upper level class when we do it. So you get 2 free check bags. So I thought about it, but since I was in like India, I was like, I'm not going to be playing golf here. But yeah, for Dubai, I would definitely take the clubs next time, 100%.
I mean, first trip, always getting the feelers of what makes sense to do, and now you're one trip smarter and one more step away from golfing with your own sticks under the lights. I'm in.
I did that. We did that at the Flamingo as well, but we were able to do nice little
bringing
night
your
golf.
own? Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
part
that's
3.
right. So
Yep.
Florida does have. Do they have many courses that are under the
It was a
lights?
par 3 course, so not real. I mean, it's getting a lot more popular, and I think it's kind of smart. Like you can really upsell night golf. It's
bet.
just fun. It's just something to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's fun, and like during the summer, you could do it a lot.
I mean, doesn't cut into the work day.
No,
It's not as hot, especially in a place like Florida that can get pretty hot during the day, and no one wants to be doing it.
the only
It
thing that you
makes
need
sense.
is just like staff, and it's like you're on the night shift. You know what I mean? You could have
Right.
them go till midnight,
Yeah,
basically.
count me in. I'll
Yeah.
do a part-time job. I'll be the starter.
The only thing is
I'll work-
alligators. You can't have alligators on the course because they roam around at night and they're very scary.
Oh, I get like a little taser or something. A taser,
Exactly
I'd say.
right.
Keep me away.
But before we get into Florida, Bry guy, I gotta know: have you played at all?
Last time I played was Veterans Day on Friday. I played. I took the day off and played
Nice.
18 at Fresh Pond in Cambridge.
The
So
home
I-
course for you. The home course.
Home course. I know, and that I mean, this, like I said, as people know, I got the season pass for the year, which you pay up front for non-residents because I'm not a resident of Cambridge. It was $1,400 for the year, and that's unlimited golf. You just gotta obviously, and you get to book a couple days in advance than the general public. So there's that benefit. So I've really gotten my money's worth in getting in my rounds and trying to break even. And I definitely have broken even / exceeded what I paid for, which is awesome. And that was the goal, is just to play more golf, give me reasons to play. But sadly, yeah, with daylight savings and just frost delays and the impending snow down the road, whenever that may be, could be tomorrow, could be 2 months from now, who knows? But it's I haven't played as much, which is unfortunate. And we did just receive an email that at the end of this week is the last week for tee time reservations online, and then going forward after the 25th is first come first serve, which I don't know what to expect with that, because
Nothing good.
nothing
Good.
I mean, it's like it's like a 17-minute drive from my apartment to the course, and so I just don't like the uncertainty of showing up and being like, I could be here waiting for hours, or I could go out right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably call ahead, but I'm sure the pro won't be thrilled with everybody calling ahead asking what the wait is like. But
You're not wrong.
But I thankfully know the guy there and have a love-hate relationship with him. So I may have to, but it's tough. I mean, end of the year is busy for work. And so it's hard to miss a lot of the days that I was able to during the slower months of the summer for golf. But so, I mean, I don't know. I'm always wanting to play. And honestly, now that we're talking, I may play tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I got to go online and see what's going on, but probably not. It's busy here, so I probably won't swing it. But I know I'll be home tomorrow night, going to Rhode Island for the weekend to stay with the parents and hang with Tim. And with that, whether Chooch and I, or my dad and I, or whoever's around, we can try to squeeze in a round or two, either on the actual course, or we also have that Golf X simulator in Lincoln, which is super nice.
That place
plenty
is
of options.
sick. That place is sick.
Last year, because you know how the night before Thanksgiving, people go out in their hometowns and they go and it's a high school reunion all the time, and we're pretty over that. So last year, my dad, my brother, and I, not that my dad was coming with us, but my dad, brother, and I did Golf X golf simulator. So maybe we can make that a tradition, a Thanksgiving tradition, because I'm all in. That sounds like a way better night before Thanksgiving than going out to a dive bar and having to recap with someone you haven't seen since high school.
Yeah, seriously, right? And now we're at the 8. I mean, I will say from 21 to 26, that was prime. Like Wednesday night Thanksgiving week was prime fun. Like that was a very, very good experience, and I used to love going out those nights. 27, I was like, we did something different. Like we didn't go out like to the normal bars. We started doing stuff different. Now it's like, I mean, now I'm down in South Carolina, so I'm not even going out. But like, you know what I mean? It's just like it's totally different now. I think I'm too old for it. I have officially become too old for it, and I'm okay with that.
I don't
Okay
even go
with
out Fridays now really anymore. And I'm only 28. I'm just like, I'm so over it. A long work day. It's hard to get yourself to really rally.
Exactly.
It's too much. And it's funny, as much of a social person as I am, and I definitely think I'm a personable social guy.
You're a social butterfly. Don't put yourself down. You're a social butterfly.
But it's exhausting. It can be exhausting. I got to turn it off. I got to turn it off at some point. And this is one way I can turn it off, is only really making plans with people that I want to make plans with. I don't want to see Susie from 9th grade, who I haven't seen since 9th grade, and have to recap, especially because if usually it's at a bar and they're a little drunk and it's all going in one ear out the other anyway. It's like going to the dentist when they ask you for a lot of how's everything going. You're like, you don't care. You're just making small talk. Why do we got to go through this? You're not going to remember this. But
exactly. It's like, why are we even doing this right now?
Right.
But yeah, I think I used to love going out those times, and I am a little bit of a social butterfly as well, I feel like, but definitely calmed down on going out because it's a lot. It's exhausting. All of our friends are like married now, and it's like I'm the kind of like one of the last single ones too. So it's like, okay, like, that's okay.
No, yeah,
I'd rather do other things.
It changes everything. It really does.
It really does.
It's too, but anyway, like, have you, other than your trip back, since you've been back from all your trips, have you golfed since Florida or India?
Not since Florida, no. So Florida, Florida was just all golf all the time. I am getting out tomorrow, which will be nice.
Very
I am
nice.
getting out tomorrow at 12:30 with the fam.
Oh,
my dad is not.
Pawtucket?
My dad's kind of recovering from an injury, so he's not playing. But I'm playing with my mom and my sister.
Where
And
at?
then Friday, I'm playing with one of my best friends, if not my best friend from school. His parents live down here as well, so he's down here for Thanksgiving. And
Very nice.
yeah, so I'm playing with him. We're gonna play at his parents' place, which will be pretty sick. I'm pumped about that, and we'll see if I play Saturday too. I'm thinking about it.
Why not?
Thinking about it.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? But yeah, so really looking forward to the Thanksgiving golf. That's the one nice part about being down here. Obviously, you can still play it in Mass and Rhode Island, but in New England right now, it's a little chilly. You know, you're waking up and it's in the 20s or 30s. It's tough to get out there that early, but here it's, you know, when you wake up, it's in the 50s. It can get up to, you know, mid 60s.
That's
sometimes.
That'd be great if it was in the 50s. I feel like it's rare that it's that high that early, but
oh yeah, oh, it's great down here.
We got to power through. It's not our first rodeo. I know. It's funny. A reminder to everybody who has a short golf season: if you have any kind of subscription, whether that be with 18 Birdies or the Grint, or in my case it was Arco's Golf, cancel that for the off season. Don't forget to cancel, and don't
100% cancel it. Save yourself $50.
Yeah, right. Because those auto renewals, they'll get you if you don't monitor it. And that's too funny. I sent the email, and of course it's never an easy way to cancel it. You can't just click it. You got to send an email to their service department or whatever. And so I sent my email to Arcos, and they of course came back with a we can end it, or if you renew it, we'll add on a special deal. We'll add 3 more months to your membership for just $50. So they're always trying to keep you on the hook, and it's no surprise why they do that. And I might be in. So cancel your membership unless they come back with a great counter offer to keep you. They don't want to lose you, but it's just tough. Yeah. I mean, I would a lot of the time with those apps, they have like an annual full year membership. But that only makes sense if you're golfing 12 months out of the year every
and
month.
if you pay for the like $99.99 up front, like I can do that. I'm cool with it. I don't know about you, but my worst recurring story ever is I had Planet Fitness recurring for, I swear, I think like 2 years after I stopped going to Planet Fitness. and it was like $9.99 a month, and I just never checked. And then I looked one day, and I was like, "Oh my God, Planet Fitness is still charging."
Yeah,
I immediately called him. I'm like, "I'm done. No more."
I need to organize a lot of that stuff. Thankfully, if you have the subscription through like an app on your iPhone, there is like a place where you can go and look and it list out different active subscriptions. So that's
That must be
helpful.
nice.
But that a lot of time it's easy to lose track of it. So you don't want to. So keep monitoring your bank statements, and if there are random things that come out annually, monthly, weekly, daily, you should probably put an end to that.
Well, that's another part too, is I just don't want the other people to have my bank account. So like, I don't want to sign up for some of those apps, because then they have my bank number, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe we won't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right. So,
I can
but
give you
otherwise,
a fake email. Can't give you my card information.
Exactly. I'm like, nope, no, ma'am, we are not doing this. But anyways, I think, that is by far and away my worst one. Not even close. Like, I'm usually so good about canceling things, and that one is just not canceled.
It's tough.
It's tough. Oh man. Well, Bragg, it looks like it might be the two of us for just a little bit, so we'll keep going with our
keep chugging
with our nice little. So we already asked what we're most thankful for on the course. I've got one that's very good, and I like this. Biggest turkey you know in the golfing world, and everyone knows what a turkey is. It is an interesting character. It is kind of a dork. It is a loser. Like, that is where we're going with the turkey side. So biggest turkey, like a jive turkey from back in the day.
Got it. Like personal, not professional, but like
personal.
So I mean, everybody's a turkey at some point out there, and I'm myself, but I think just in general, because it's happened a couple times, and I'm gonna group them all in. Those randoms that you're paired with that just absolutely act like they are your best friend or anything in regards to like teasing. Like, I remember this one guy we were paired with as our random fourth. There was three of my roommates, two of my roommates and myself, so three, and then the additional random guy. I forget what his name was, but he even from T1, from the second shot hit in general, my roommate, I remember, scolded over the green at like just on his approach shot, perfect drive, scolded over, and just immediately this guy just goes, "Oh, see ya, bye, see you later." And like, we're like, dude, we like in our head, we were like, I was dying because it's hysterical and it wasn't me, but like, just random people you're paired with that feel comfortable enough to say things like that. I mean, I get it if you build rapport over a couple holes or two, but we weren't on that level. Just a weird thing. Keep those things to yourself. I think that's a turkey move, but hysterical. I'm glad he was comfortable with us. Or just anybody that is kind of unnecessarily rushing you when it's not your fault. I think just whether that's somebody in the group behind you with their hands on the hip when you clearly can't do anything because you're waiting on the group in front of you, but still taking it out on you for whatever the reason. Just irritable people in general on the golf course without good reason. So those are turkeys. Don't be a freaking turkey.
If you're playing with other random people, you have to be in the positive vibes only crowd. Like, you have to come off as a good person. Like, and it's just what, even if you're not playing well, just come off as PVO, baby. Positive vibes only. That's all you need. Yeah. I have definitely taken steps towards that. And boy, golf is so much more fun when you just like accept the things that you cannot change.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Especially if you're the random person and they have a group of three and they're really good golfers, and say you and I are having a bad day or an off day and we're not hitting any shots. Keeping up with pace of play. Don't say, "Oh, I'm going to hit another one." Like, know your pace of play, mental clock, whether you should take a drop or hit another one or just pick up.
Or take a drop up there, or you know what I mean? Like, if your ball goes into the woods, don't drop where you were. Like, go up there, pretend to look. Like, I don't care if you're even cheating, really. Like, pretend to look for your ball and be like, "Oh, I found it." Like, that's fine. Right. I don't care. Have fun with that, baby. Do that. Right. That's all good.
Right. but just have an awareness.
Mm.
Keep a pulse check on how you are. Don't be a turkey. Whether you're a random single in a group of four, or you have all four people that you know, and you put together a tea time. Don't be a freaking turkey, because that's what off the golf course is for. You can be a turkey any way, shape, or form in your day life, but don't affect someone's golf game. I think that's important.
I completely agree.
Because that's our only release. We're escaping the world full of turkeys to go golf and have this escape. We don't need any more. No more turkeys. No mas.
No more turkeys. No more turkeys. Did you hear that? All the turkeys in South Boston and Cambridge? You're out. You're out of here.
But more specifically, I think Mike Adams is the biggest turkey I know, because this man, not if this is going to be a compliment and then just a wake-up call, hopefully, not that he ever listens, but Michael Adams, I was
gonna say that. I'm like, he's not gonna hear
this. He's not gonna listen, but I'll tell him to tune in at whatever time this little statement, this wake-up call is. Michael Adams, you are one of the better golfers I've ever played with, and with raw talent and just ability to scramble around a golf course and make some pars and birdies. But boy, I know you just had a kid, but like, boy, do you not really put much effort into it? And it's frustrating for me, who puts a lot of effort into it. But Michael, would you just show up on time to a tee time, maybe roll a putt or two before you even tee off, and stop putting your shoes on the first tee? That's a turkey move. Come ready to play and mentally ready, because I know you can be a fantastic golfer, even more so than you already are. I know you're already sub 70s, shooting sub 70s anyway, but like, you could be so good if you just tried. You live next to a golf
time for
course.
me, Mike. One time for me.
One time. Come on.
Come back to the podcast. God damn it.
Right? God damn.
He's not even here to defend himself.
And yeah, I was gonna say, and a turkey doesn't come to the podcast anymore. This man is extended, not that we offer it, but extended paternity leave is really, really wearing on us here.
Oh man, seriously, we got stuck. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts stuck us with 12-month paternity leave, and Mike's taking all of it.
So he is if I had to pick one person, he's my turkey of the year.
Oh, unreal turkey of the year right there. My turkey of the year is Patrick Reed, for very obvious reasons. But actually, I will say on a level that Brian was talking about, people out on the golf course, the person to me who's one of the biggest freaking turkeys of all time is the guy who only cares about his drive, and then if it goes 300 plus yards, he's super happy, but then 3 putts every hole and does all this stuff. It's like, dude, go to the putting green one time for me. Like, go take some chips. Go take out your 7-iron and learn how to frickin' hit it. The 7-iron is the greatest club that God has ever made, and you shank it all the time. But congratulations, you can hit it 300 yards. And most of the time, it's not even in the fairway. It's in the rough. Okay, cool. Great. Work on the rest of your game. Let's do it. Come on, guys. Like, come on. That's not golf. If you want to do long drive, that's great. And I fully support you doing long drive. All right. Kyle Berkshire has made a goddamn career out of it, and he's one of the best known golf individuals probably in the world right now. But Kyle Berkshire is also a scratch handicap who, can put actual spin on it and do all this other nonsense too. So let's get out there. Let's go chip some balls. Let's go work on our accuracy. It is so much better to be 290 in the fairway than 310 in the deep rough. I don't care how strong you are. You're getting no spin off of that. Like, let's work on the actual fundamentals of golf, and don't tell me just because you can hit the ball 300 yards, you're going to kick my ass. Great. I don't care. I'm out there enjoying the round. So that turkey right there. And also, just because we've been posting about it, not just because I've been posting about it nonstop on TikTok, any golfer who thinks that they can play on the LPGA tour that is not shooting regularly 65 or 66 at their local courses, not even their local courses, but in tournament play too. No, you have no shot. What are we doing here? Why do you think you as a 2 handicap can go out and play at an LPGA tour event when you're already probably hitting close to the same tees as those women anyways? It's absolutely mind-boggling to me, the arguments that I've gotten into over the past couple of weeks or the past fucking 2 days. It's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah. We've done great success on there. I mean, we've hit like 300 follow. We've had 300 more followers over the past 2 days. So please keep arguing about it. Please keep arguing about it.
It's good publicity. But for those who aren't on TikTok or familiar of what Brendan's talking about, he put a TikTok out there where it was asking for a hot take that he absolutely believes in, but other people it might get a rise out of other people.
It was a hot take that is 100% true, but may not come off well. That was like the sports take. What's a sports take that is true, but will not come off well?
And your take was?
My take was a normal male scratch handicap golfer has a 0.0% chance of making the cut at an LPGA tournament. And oh my God, did we hurt a lot of feelings? Like we hurt a lot of feelings.
Yeah. Which is great. It just says a lot about the person that is upset with your take.
Well, the funniest part is, I know you saw the comments too. All of the guys who are plus indexes or scratch, they're like, oh yeah, we have no shot. And all the guys who are like 6 handicaps, 7 handicaps, 5 handicaps, they're like, not only do they have a shot, they're winning the tournament. And I'm like,
yeah,
what are we doing here? There was one guy who was like, are you talking about the ladies' tees? Like no one, those events aren't 6,000 yards. Have you ever seen the ladies' tees? And I'm like, dude, just like, I love TikTok. I absolutely love it to death. And thank God Tim's coming back. I think it's a great social media platform. But oh my God, do 1 second of a Google search and just be like, hey, LPGA tour events are usually between 6,400 and 6,800 yards. Oh, they're not played at 5,000 yards. Yeah, I don't know if a scratch golfer could do this. And it's like, thank you. Also, they're professionals. They go out with a bunch of pals and patty cake around the course and drink whatever they're drinking, whether it's beer, wine, water like Timbo, all of this stuff. And they shoot 67 without trying.
Speaking of water and Timbo, I'm back. What are we doing here? What did I miss?
We're discussing
We're talking about turkeys of the year. We're talking turkeys of the year.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't miss this. Good.
So Brian said Michael Adams, which we wholeheartedly
awesome.
In general.
I said, and he also said people who take yourself too seriously, or like people who joke around, like are not nice to you when you play with them, like as
but you met him for the first time. Like just my example was we played with it was my 2 roommates and I, and then we had a random fourth, and literally the second shot, Joey's second shot, he had a perfect drive in the middle of the fairway, and he had maybe 150 to the green, and he scolded it and went flying over, and this random guy just goes, see ya, bye like adios. And we're like, yo, like in our heads we're like, yo, we don't know you like that. It just we can say it. So obviously Nate and I were dying laughing because we weren't the one who scolded, and it was the most ridiculous thing. But just people who, those random people you're paired with that don't know their role, their space, and their time to speak, or I don't know. But I power to people who are confident and comfortable with anybody, but that's turkey for me.
Yeah. Tell me that Joey didn't say something back to him.
He absolutely. Oh, well, actually, I don't think Joey did come back, but it is something that pretty much every time we're on the golf course, it comes up and we mention it. Like we it's a running joke now at this point that it's just hysterical. Like we always, like if someone scolds it, we'll wait to get a feel on how that person's doing. Then we'll be like, see ya, bye. Like just referring back to I forget what the guy's name, like Dominic or something, of course. But like, we're like freaking Dominic, bye, see ya. It's like so funny. But Joey didn't say anything back because Joey's a nice guy. but and even though we played 9 holes with this guy, we still didn't feel like we were on the level of where we should give it back to him. It was just like it was like an old guy. It was at Norwood, an old guy in Norwood, Mass. Which is
that kind of checks out. Norwood, that checks out.
yeah, exactly. The country club.
Yeah. So Bry Guy picked that. I picked Patrick Reed, and also people who think that they can make the cut at an LPGA Tour event when they're, shooting mid 70s in real life. So, and then so Timbo, you just got back for Turkey of the Year. So who do you got, bud?
Dude, I was rattled for the first time in a long time on the golf course the other day. We played at Valley Country Club. This guy was the biggest ham salami sandwich. He was it was me and 2 other buddies, 2 firefighters from Portsmouth, and we're in a threesome. There's a twosome ahead of us, and we're on the 3rd hole. So we're on the 3rd hole. We finished our 2nd hole. We're walking up to the 3rd green, the 3rd tee box. This guy is we're waiting for the twosome to go. So the twosome goes. They're out of sight on the fairway. It's a blind tee shot, so obviously we can't see him. So we're giving him a couple extra minutes. This guy, and Valley Country Club is one of those semi-privates now. Like they were private, but then all of a sudden, so the members are kind of salty about like just public coming to play. So this guy, he's pushing his cart. He's got like a Joel Damon kind of Titleist hat. He comes walking up and he goes, "Hey, do you guys see that foursome up ahead of you?" And we look up and we can't see anyone because we let him pass. And we're like, yeah, foursome's ahead of us. He goes, "Oh, because I can't see them. I would advise that you guys really keep up with them." We're on the 3rd hole. And then so this guy, one of the guys we were with, he's a hothead. And I was playing great up until then, didn't miss a shot. And but they rattled me. I was like, I said it out loud. I said, imagine being on the golf course being so miserable. On the 3rd hole, you're worried about pace of play, and it's a beautiful day out. There's no one else on the golf course. But yeah, so that's where that was going. But so that guy was my turkey. He just rattled me. He took me off my game. So that's my biggest turkey. Love your guys' turkeys. It's way funnier than mine. But I was thinking, like, does turkey have to be a negative thing?
Yes. Turkey's a negative thing. It is 100% a negative. If you call someone a turkey, like that's kind of fighting words, if we're being honest.
All right. Like, because I'm listening to all these interviews and all these podcasts, and all I can hear is how great Tom Kim was, like at all these President's Cup events, how great he is for chemistry, how he's a locker room guy, and he's only like 21 years old. And I'm thinking he's like a turkey just because in a positive way. I'm saying nothing negative about Tom Kim because like he is just a jokester. He is a positive turkey for me. I say turkey can be positive. I love Tom Kim, and can't wait to see what he's got.
Boy, I thought we were about to. That was almost fighting words as the member of the. Bry Guy is nope. Bry Guy's not frozen. Bry Guy was just very still. Very still.
Sorry. My mom.
As the president of the Tom Kim fan club, that could have gone very poorly for you, Timbo.
Yeah,
I thought it was going a bad way.
Don't you spear his name.
I was like, don't, like my jaw dropped. Like, thank God, like there's only one camera on our stuff now because my jaw dropped.
I love turkey. Why does turkey have to be negative? I love turkey.
Well, we're gonna get into our favorite Thanksgiving foods in a second, but
all right. Not turkey.
Yeah, it's calling someone a turkey is definitely 100% a pejorative term.
Well, our dad used to call us turkeys, and he's like the most politically correct guy there is.
To be fair, that could have been a pejorative term from Johnny O when he was mad at you.
So he's basically saying we're like assholes, but he's like, you turkeys.
That's a pejorative.
but as we've grown older, he's transformed and doesn't hold back now. He calls people ass clowns. I love it. It's hysterical.
Oh, Papa O just calling people ass clowns would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's an all-time. I kind of want to be an ass clown around him just so he calls me an ass clown to my face. And then I can just like walk off and be like, victory.
Well, the first time I ever heard it, I just remember when Bobby Valentine was was made ambassador to Japan under the Trump administration, I told him, I was like, Dad, Bobby Valentine. And he just goes, Trump did that? What an ass clown. It was like the funniest thing. I was like, hell yeah.
Have you seen that guy manage a baseball team?
Yeah, right. I know. It's the most New England thing. Just even though Bobby Valentine has awesome relations with Japan and all that, and he's a great ambassador, but as a Red Sox fan, Bobby Valentine is forever an ass clown.
Oh,
no matter whatever he's doing.
Yep, 100% factual statement right there. But yeah, so that was absolutely fantastic that we got that out. Turkeys are bad. Turkeys are pejorative. Speaking of non-pejorative things, speaking of very good things, shout out the good guys with that good. I should say good one more time. I wonder if
just two more.
Good. Imagine us going against them. It would literally be the good guys versus the bad guys.
Oh,
I did see someone had that handle on TikTok, bad golf. I was like,
that's
so
smart.
great. Yeah.
That's so smart.
Mediocre.
I mean, to be fair, I still think our name is by far and away one of, if not the best names on TikTok, and also like as a group. I feel like the Duffin Up Boys is a fantastic name.
It is so funny how many people mess up. They're like Duffin It Golf. If you listen to the Duffin It podcast, I hear everyone say like Duffin It or Duffin Up podcast, y'all.
Duffin Up.
Yeah, it's like laying up, but you're duffing it.
Exactly. Yes, Duffin Up.
Technically, you are duffing it.
Yeah.
That's not.
Oh man,
not
that's so. That's that. Yeah, no. But I feel like we have one of the best names out there, so I will continue it. But
Tacos at the turn. Can't forget tacos at the turn. That is
Tacos at the turn. Yeah, Tacos at the turn gives us a run for our goddamn money. That's for sure.
That's a great name.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
Shout out Nelson.
Shout out Nelson. I've been talking to him all week. Did you guys see the resort that he tagged us in? He tagged us in the resort post, and the resort was like, DM us when you're ready to take your trip. And I was like, what?
We're ready.
We're ready. If you pay for it.
Right. I know. Yeah. What does that mean? Does it just mean you want to help us put together a package with no discount? Or
I will say though, the packages including flight were pretty goddamn. It was like $900, like for some of those packages.
I love all inclusive packages because paying for something up front versus getting hit with these random charges,
random fees.
It's better for me mentally to be like, this is what it's going to cost at least at the baseline.
Exactly. I don't care if I got to go to the buffet every day. I'm fine with that. I'm a big boy. I can do that. But yeah, give me the all inclusive, baby. But it was, that is one thing that I definitely want to look at for next year is another fucking amazing golf trip. And boy, does that course when he said a TPC down there was,
oh my God. We got to do it.
That 17th hole, I'm in love.
Desante Bay. Are you kidding me?
I'm in love with it. But we'll continue. And even though we did talk about tacos at the turn, we will talk about some other food now. So we will do a snake draft of the best Thanksgiving food known to man. And since I usually go first on everything, I will not go first. Tim, or you know what, Brian, you go first. Yeah. Then Tim goes first, then I go third, and we'll snake it. We'll snake it that way.
So I'm picking my number one.
Yep.
Because it's specific to Thanksgiving, I'm gonna say stuffing.
Okay.
Because it's like I eat mashed potatoes 24/7. I'm freaking Irish, so I love mashed potatoes with gravy 10 times out of 10. Yeah. But it's not specific to Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna go with stuffing as my number one.
I like it. Timbo?
Wow. That would be my numero uno too, but a close second. See, I have a second one, but I don't think you're gonna pick this one in the next two. So I'm gonna say mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, okay. Numero dos.
Wow. I am so thankful that neither of you picked my number one. so that I can pick my number one. And it's not even close, everyone. This is not even close to the like, it is one, like all the way down to the floor two. It is Ocean Spray cranberry sauce is the by far and away the best Thanksgiving food.
It has to be out of the can. And
yes. Oh my
with
God.
The original form of the can.
Yes.
Right.
If you ever brought homemade cranberry sauce to a Thanksgiving, I'm kicking you out.
Yeah,
I'm kicking you out.
I hate when people get fancy with it. We want the gelatin
one time, and someone brought homemade cranberry sauce. I brought 4 cans of the Ocean Spray because I knew someone was going to do it. So I brought the Ocean Spray. The regular the homemade cranberry sauce, no one touched it. Nope. The Ocean Spray, it was gone.
That's hysterical because I had a Friendsgiving last year and someone brought like Trader Joe's, but it was like cranberry orange like spread, and it's still in our refrigerator to this day. I'm like, we need to throw this out because this is nothing. And Midori's like, no, I like it. I'm like, you don't eat it. We have literally a tub and a half of it because no one wants anything other than the gelatin canned Ocean Spray or any other brand, but it has to be canned in gelatin cranberry sauce.
Shout out Middleborough, Massachusetts for making that fantastic company, by the way. Oh, that is it. That is in our home state. I absolutely love it.
Have you ever played Southern Marsh?
I've never played Southern Marsh, no.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's one of the courses that is like it's built all around cranberry bogs right there. It's an executive course, and so every hole you're teeing off over cranberry bogs, not under cranberry bogs, but in between them. It's awesome. It's a really cool thing, and they were they did a lot of the filming for like the Ocean Spray national commercials where the farmers are out there waist deep in the cranberry bogs. They had a whole ad campaign where they had like people in golf carts in the cranberry bog, like halfway through sunken in it's cool. So definitely recommend doing that, but that's on my bucket list. I want to be waist deep in a cranberry bog.
That sounds unbelievable. Wow. And since this is a snake, boy, I think my number one and my number two are the best 1-2 combo ever. And I don't know if you guys know. I mean, you obviously know what it is, but green bean casserole.
Dude, that was what I was gonna pick for mine.
Yes.
I love green bean.
I don't really like the onion things on the top.
That's the best part.
Yeah, that's like the only part the only reason why I'll have it. It's for those. So, if it didn't have that, I'm out.
Brendan, so cranberry sauce is your first favorite food? Like, I understand, 100% agree with you. It needs to have the can ridges all the way around. It needs to be chopped up. But that's your number one food?
For Thanksgiving? Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Really?
Wow. You don't eat it anywhere else besides Thanksgiving. You eat mashed potatoes. Like, I don't anymore. Like, we used to be we're Irish. We used to be a huge, like at least twice a week when I was growing up, we would have mashed potatoes. Stuffing, we'd probably have it once a month, which was weird.
It shows up a lot, but I associate it with Thanksgiving.
Or maybe once a quarter.
Like stuffed pork chops. I love stuffed pork chops with stuffing on top.
So I consider that stuffing. Like that is to me stuffing as well. If you stuff something with it, that counts. Valid. When do you eat Ocean Spray cranberry sauce outside of Thanksgiving and Christmas?
It's a good point.
You don't.
Maybe Easter, but not really because it doesn't go well with ham.
No.
Or a rack of lamb. Like, it doesn't go well with lamb. It doesn't go well with ham. It goes amazing with turkey, and it goes amazing with roast beef. And that's when you eat it. You eat it on Thanksgiving with the turkey and Christmas with either your roast beef or your turkey or your, I don't know what else. Like, do some people still do duck? Like, stuff like that? Like, I don't know.
But like Italians do all the fishes.
Oh, we don't talk about that nonsense. That's fake news. That is the worst tradition known to man. I have eaten 7 fishes before. Like, we'll get that to our Christmas episode. We'll go with like most overrated things and most underrated things about Christmas. Thanksgiving, there's no underrated things about Christmas. I mean, overrated things about Thanksgiving, because it is the least respected holiday besides like Arbor Day, I feel like now. And it is the greatest. It's the greatest holiday. But yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. But yes, I am taking Ocean Spray cranberry sauce. Absolutely number one, 100 out of 100 times.
All right. And then green bean casserole, great pick.
Oh,
it's one of those things you don't really like as a kid, but as the years go on,
it's an acquired taste.
Yes, I like it more and more every year. But for my next one, and I think this one might be controversial because you're going to be like, this isn't a food. What do you put on top of everything to give that food moisture?
I'll give you it. 100%. I'll give you it.
That's if you're saying gravy, then yes.
If you're saying other things, we don't need to talk about. This is a family-friendly podcast.
If you're pouring milk on everything, no. but gravy, yeah, absolutely. Even though you consume it all throughout the year, I also associate that mainly with Thanksgiving. I absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
all right, Braga, you got two.
I mean, I was gonna say a lot. Obviously, all the good stuff has been taken.
And we're only going 3 rounds, so we're going 3 rounds. And then
3 rounds. Okay,
yep, 3 rounds. Because honestly, we're gonna run out of food.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna skip one of the main ingredients, and I'm going to sum it all up because I personally actually was put on this duty to bring to this Thanksgiving this year. Is I was put on roll duty. I love a good roll, whether it's a crescent roll or a nice baked roll, because a lot of the time, during the meal, sometimes if I'm feeling ambitious, I'll throw all the essentials, cranberry sauce, gravy, turkey, mashed potato stuffing into the roll, nice little sandwich. But also, if you do host Thanksgiving and you're so lucky to have the leftovers, having the Thanksgiving leftovers and making little sandwiches with good rolls, in the days after. Wow. So I think rolls are a staple and they have to be good.
Question.
Yes.
Do you consider biscuits as part of that? Because if it's biscuits as well, like that is, I mean, rolls by itself is a great pick.
Yeah.
But if you're considering breads, like just as one big, like, and includes biscuits. Yeah. That's a
I could see it.
Ballpark. That is a home run.
I don't know if I've ever done that.
Down here in South Carolina, they don't do like crescent rolls. Like
they love they love their biscuits. Yeah. But a big one that is honestly one of the hardest things to cook in the world are those crescent rolls, Pillsbury crescent rolls. It's so hard not to burn them.
They burn. So if you are 10 seconds over, it's a hockey puck.
Oh yeah. And so I mean they're great because they already taste buttered, but boy, are they hard. You can't put all your rolls in one basket, if you will. You can't put all your eggs in one basket because if you burn them, you're screwed.
100%.
You need a backup plan or just get good at making those. So yeah, I think that's my my number 2 because everything else was taken.
Yep. Now you got number 3 as well. Snake draft,
number
baby.
3. Then I guess we'll come in with turkey.
All righty.
There we go. That completes all the things that I will have on my plate. I mean, I always throw in like squash or something, but it's only for the novelty. If I didn't have it, it wouldn't break my Thanksgiving. So turkey rounds it out for me.
Gotcha. What should we give Tim? Do we give him sweet potato casserole or squash?
I think I'm trying to think of what he would go for.
Carrots, like if you do carrots and maple.
I think
brown sugar.
I think he likes those little onions. You know, like the little
creamed onions.
Yeah,
he likes creamed onions. He's one of the last people on earth that likes creamed onions.
It's like,
all right, Tim, we'll give you creamed onion. He can't hear us. He's currently driving an ambulance. I know it won't come up on the podcast, but just watching this is hilarious. So Tim goes creamed onions. I am going, and I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to do it. Apple pie.
Apple pie. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going apple pie. I
am
going
cake.
2 sides and
cake.
Directly to dessert. I don't mess with squash.
That's
sweet potato
that's
casserole.
the next logical step. It's the next logical step. You got to go to dessert.
And exactly. And what do you have on Thanksgiving? You don't have cakes. You have pies.
No, if you bring a cake, if your birthday is anywhere near, even if it's day of, it's not your birthday, it's Thanksgiving. Don't make this about you.
It's a rough day.
Now, do you, Brennan, going into your meal, I don't know what you do on Thanksgiving, but do you eat breakfast? Do you intermittent fast beforehand so you can eat the most at the dinner? What's your plan?
So this is interesting because this is the first Thanksgiving where I'm on my kind of where I am on my more restricted foods diet just because of like health reasons and everything like that. Nothing bad. Everything's fine, but we're just kind of doing a little bit better, and we're doing a little bit of a have to cut down on some things. So I used to eat a decent sized breakfast probably around 7:30 in the morning, and then like go back to bed. Basically, it was like eat breakfast, go hang out, do some nonsense, maybe go back, nap a little bit, and then like nothing, like absolutely nothing, like drinking water, like making sure, like drink a cup of coffee, at least 1 cup, maybe 2 cups of coffee.
Kobayashi shake.
Oh yeah. Getting that out. And then, oh yeah, that is, but yeah, so that's interesting. But yeah, I used to do that. I used to take it a little easy and then, have a decent size, not a huge breakfast, but have a breakfast. And then, yeah, lunch and dinner, we crushed. Well, lunch and dinner is one. And then, oh yeah, the unbuttoning afterwards, sitting on the couch and unbuttoning the pants it's one of the best feelings in America.
I'm glad that was brought into light because everybody was doing it, but now that it's like a funny thing, a novelty thing too,
now that it's a well accepted thing.
Right, exactly. That honestly, or the stretchy pants or
our cousin was the first one to do it because like back when we were in teenagers, like she just wore, like it was a style back then, like you wore like painted on jeans that had no give.
Jeggings.
Remember, like that was like 2007, 2000.
Pajama
like, that
jeans
was the
or
style.
jeggings. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was before jeggings. That was like right before jeggings, where you had like the tightest pants known to man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And she would just go onto the couch and just go, and like so. Then everyone else was just like, okay. Yeah.
Right. I mean, who are you trying to impress? It's like your family.
My
like
family,
I feel like
who cares?
I know it's sometimes we have to dress more formally for one side of the family than the other, just based off of how everybody else dresses and age groups. But I want to wear my joggers. I think I'm gonna try to put together. I mean, I have my Lulu pants that are my go-tos that are stretchy, but I might try to work in some joggers. Maybe get some jeggings or pajama jeans.
I mean, I will say golf pants.
True.
Unbelievable to wear.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
I wear I'm sure you're the same way, Bri. If you have to go into the office, golf pants.
Yeah.
Like if I have like client facing, or not client facing, but if I have like important meetings where I have to like dress up, golf pants.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they look as legit as slacks. I mean,
they look
all
better,
I was gonna say I've found I was gifted the Lulu pants, the ABC pants, and those are great. And then I fell in love with them. Best pants I've ever owned. They are pricey, but I bought 2 other colors because I'm like, I don't think I can go back to normal khakis. Like I can't. It's just flex, comfort, durability.
Unfortunately for your boy over here, when I walk into the Lulu store, they're like, okay, you need to leave.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And
they're like, we don't sell anything above a 34, sir. And I'm like, okay.
But before I discovered the Lulus, it was golf pants. My Adidas golf pants for sure. Yep. So that's a great alternative.
I completely agree. Oh, golly. What an amazing Thanksgiving episode we've had.
Yeah, I agree.
We did not think it was going to go this well.
Yeah, it's we're always talking shop. We love it. It's a great side, guys being dudes.
I wish Tim would just make a little bit of noise just so everyone could see that he is just chugging in that ambulance right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's so funny, but legally he's not driving an ambulance.
Legally he's not driving anything. Legally he is sitting still in the passenger seat, not touching anything.
Exactly. But no, this has been an awesome meeting. Hope to maybe, I mean, you'll be in Massachusetts this whole weekend.
Oh no, I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, you're in South Carolina. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I'll be back on Monday though. So
Okay.
So we'll be around. I told Tim we got to do this year is the year of winter golf content, and I'm very excited.
We gotta hit up Putt Shack, which is the indoor mini golf course in the Seaport. We gotta hit that up, and also the 5-iron indoor simulator coming
when it comes in, right? Because it's
or honestly just go to Patriot Place and go to that was it Lucky Strike? What is that?
Or we sneak on to closed golf courses and we just videotape ourselves doing stupid things.
For sure.
Timbo's back. Timbo was not just driving an ambulance. He was in the passenger seat. Legally, he was in the passenger seat. He was doing nothing. But yes, I'm very happy that he's back.
back ready for action. Sorry about that, boys. I was listening the whole time. Thanks for picking creamed onions for my thing. That was very disappointing. That's like my aunt. It's like the only thing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I know exactly, with the little parsley on the side.
Yeah.
There are very few people. You are like one of the 15 people left in America who truly enjoy creamed onions.
But Wednesday's looking good. Tomorrow's looking good. I don't know if you guys are around or have a half day or something. Would love to get out there for like a noonish something round. I don't know. But anyway, it's supposed to be 50 degrees out. Not terrible.
Well, I'll be down here in only 60 degree and 65, 70 degree weather. So I'll say a prayer for you guys up there. Make sure you stay warm.
So jealous, Brennan.
Don't worry, I'll be back up. I'm back up on Monday.
You know what? Just stay, Brendan. Just stay.
Stay forever. Oh, it'd be like the Florida Georgia Line, the crappy Florida Georgia Line song. If I told you I loved you, would you stay? Actually, like the original one is amazing by Blackstone Cherry because it's a cover. The original one by Blackstone Cherry, chef's kiss. Florida Georgia Line, not that much.
Brennan Tidbits there.
Yeah, I know that. Shout out Mikey Tidbits, who's still on his extended parental leave.
Boys, I have bad news. Speaking of tidbits, I have bad news. So I get home and I see our Duffin Up hat on the floor. It is a green hat and there is 0 Duffin Up patch on it. Norm took the patch and ate just the patch, left the hat perfect.
No.
I could not believe it.
Looks like we're gonna have to get you another one.
Yeah, I'll send you the cash, and we got to get another one. It'll be our first Duffin Up purchase.
Oh no, we're talking with one of our guys down from Florida. Does a hat company, so we might be doing maybe in a couple months, maybe do an actual purchase of like a couple hats and start giving them around and everything like that.
Yeah.
So,
boys, I got a teaser for next week too. Someone asked the most absurd, frustrating, heated debate starting question, and it is about food that I've ever heard.
I'm excited,
and I cannot wait to see what you guys have to say.
So next week, we're supposed to have on the Cape Cod Golf Guys. So once again, keeping it local. I'm very excited for it. But yeah, I am now. That was an ultimate teaser right there, Tim. I'm very happy you did that.
Oh. I cannot.
All right. Well, what a podcast tonight. Unbelievable. So happy we got to be thankful for everything that we're thankful for. And finally, boys.
Especially thankful for all our listeners, by the way. You've made it this far.
Brendan,
you have made it this far. Yeah, I know. This one went longer than we expected, if I'm being honest. We thought this was going to be a nice little quickie, but we went forever. I love it. But yes, please, if you are a first-time listener, we appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, do anything you rate it. Give us 5 stars. If you didn't like it, don't give us 1 star. Just don't rate it. Just don't rate it if you didn't like it that much. But if you loved it, give us 5 stars. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcasting platform. Follow us there. And we are so happy that you are in the Duffin Up family. You are a Duff Daddy / Duff Mama, whichever way you want to go. And we will see you next week, everyone. So get on out there and duff it up.
Play better, baby. Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for each and every one of you.
Thankful for you, Brendan, for making this podcast. This is great.
Oh.